Hey Magnus, we caught this Decepticon outside snooping. Why are you here, Decepticon?
I'm not telling you shit.
So that's how you want to play it. Ratchet, Perceptor, I want a full cavity search. Don't stop till you reach the back of his optic receptors.
Oh no!
T-Man 978 Chill Review. Now get out of here. You know what you're watching. You saw the title. Here's the front of the box. Here's this side of the box. Here's some images on the back of the box. Here's this part of the box. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. There you go. And what's different about T-Man's Ultra Magnus review? Well, for one, he's covered in Reprolabels. And he has the KFC articulated hands. Don't you want to see that? Well, just keep watching anyway. Compared to the image you're seeing on the left of your screen, this Ultra Magnus is covered with flair that the one on the left of the screen does not have. Like right beside those windows right there, all over the thighs, the knees, just pretty much anywhere where you see detail, it's a Reprolabel. The added detail even continues on the side of the leg. And there will be more stuff you'll see in vehicle mode. Before I get super ahead of myself, here is the card. And here are the tech specs and whatnot on the back of it. The instruction manual looks like this. They show a bunch of different Ultra Magnus on the back. And the inside is black and white. They're getting cheaper on us. The KFC articulated hands have every knuckle that an actual human being would have. I mean, I know he's a robot and not a human being, but he does have every knuckle and whatnot. Some of them, they do tend to pop off at that knuckle depending on how you grab it. But anything that you can do with your fingers, you should be able to do here. The hands are on a ball joint, so they'll just pop right back in there. Of course, since these have those knuckles, you might want to just try to grab it at the base and not the actual fingers. The hands that he really comes with are limited in their articulation. This finger does that. It doesn't even bend at that knuckle. It looks like it would, but it doesn't. And now all three of these fingers open together. The thumb is static. Putting his gun in it is easy enough, easier than the smaller Autobots. Put that there, and for extra stability, or for extra security, close the fingers around it, and he holds it nice. As you would imagine, the articulated hand needs more work than that. You have to, like, wrap the fingers around, and you can go ahead and pretend there's a trigger there, which is nice. Looking at the gun, it's one disappointing thing about this set. I mean, why is this gun so little? He's a big giant robot with this tiny little gun. Instead of getting a bigger gun or even more weapon accessories, they gave us these little humans. Daniel, you can tell by the D, and Spike. And they have zero facial detail. I don't know why they do that, which is weird. And Daniel has these big honking hips. I don't know whether that's necessary for him to actually sit inside of Ultra Magnus, but their articulation is a single joint in the shoulder that makes it go forward. Same thing for the hips. And then there's the knee, which, ugh. I mean, I kind of like the way their boots came out. I don't know, it's something I really like about their boots, but man, I wish these looked better. Another accessory this guy comes with is this optional faceplate. And I hear that these antennae are die-cast. I'm going to have to believe it because there's like no flex, which is a good thing, because if those broke, oh my god, you just pop this off underneath. Look at that. I don't have to explain it if you're a Transformer fan. Well, basically, I pop the face off. Now you plug in this face, slide it onto his head, and now he's yelling orders or he's screaming in agony as he dies. If you like, you can pull this panel down on his back, and he has these 2 pegs right there. You can go ahead and store this face there so he can be self-contained. There's not even a real reason to take it out of there. But there you go with that. Something else cool he can do, just like in a movie, you can open that up. It opens just like the movie, and he's capable of holding a matrix in there. I got lucky and this one had a matrix in it when I got it. Thank you, Matthew. But it's very difficult to get out of there, but I'm going to have to get it out of there. Here are his awesome inner workings right there. Isn't it convenient that he had a matrix compartment the whole time? Are all Autobots equipped with them? I don't know. He can hold the matrix in his hands. You can grasp them like that. They are too big. The fingers are too big to actually grasp onto them. I mean, you could try to do it like that, but it's very loose of a grip right there. Although Magnus was never able to open the matrix, they gave him these fists with the matrix cut out right here, so he can put it over his head. Then you reach over and try to put this arm or hand in there, and now he can be grabbing it like that over his head, trying to light the darkest hour in vain, because he is not the chosen one. Speaking of the chosen one, here he is, and he's featuring Reprolabels as well. I have a video for that, link in the description. Here are a couple of other Autobots right there. And here are a couple of Decepticons. And FYI, for anybody waiting on my review for this dude, he's actually broken. Don't pay attention to him being able to move and stand here looking nice. But the joint that holds his robot arms and bug arms together snapped as soon as I tried to turn it. Just peeled right off. But luckily, Fans Toys is going to send me a replacement part. Yay. I almost forgot, but here are the little people. Could you imagine? That would be scary standing next to him. All in all, Magnus is very impressive looking, and he has a lot of weight. These toes are actually die cast. Yeah, just the toes. I don't believe anything else on him is die cast, but he looks so nice, so good. The only thing about him that I don't like the way it looks is, of course, this flap. I mean, he did have a small butt flap in the cartoon, but not hanging all the way down to his knees. And you can see right through that, which is unfortunate. But from the front, he looks good. But looking good is good. But posability is a whole different story. You can look up, you can look down a taste, swivel his head all the way around. His arms can fully rotate. Can go out like this and like that. And he does have this hinge right here that gives him a sort of a butterfly joint. But what I hate is he can only open his arms up like that. Yes, I know about an upgrade kit. At least I know I've seen some type of upgrade kit that can make him have wider arms. So before everybody's telling me that in the comments. He has swivel right here and less than 90-degree of bend right there. The wrists are on a ball joint, so there's some play. And of course, I showed the articulation off in all the hands. These side skirts come out so his legs can kick out to the side that much. Kick forward. Wow. Never realized the legs are that heavy before. It must only be that leg. He has swivel at the top of the thighs. The knee bends less than 90 degrees because of that right there. And the toe has a pivot right there. Not a big pivot, But I really wish it could pivot forward and back. That's frustrating. So, he's a good robot, but he's definitely lacking in the articulation, which you know I hate. Here's this detail right there. That's cartoon accurate. If you want, you can pull down this right here, swivel it around, and now he has big tires. Well, that's part of the transformation, but I definitely wanted to show off that's a possible look for him right there. Transformation. It's simple, but doing it on camera, oh Lord, help me. Close this on the gun, put that to the side. Shove this face back. Okay. Hinge this back on both sides. Take these, rotate them so they plug into the side right there. Same thing over here. Go ahead and unhinge this right now. Leave it like that. Now we can go ahead and pull this up. This can't move unless you unhinge it first. Move these out. Bring them up like this and collapse them. On accordion this right here. Lift this up. Wrap it around. Might as well go ahead and pull these side view mirrors out. Pull this up, which is easy to forget right there. Sometimes that face might pop out as well. Go ahead and lift this whole panel up. Bring this up and bring that here to connect and shut that door. Before you forget, swing these smokestacks around. Swing that around. And now we can lift this crotch skirt up. Snap that into place. Here's some extra Reprolabel detail. Anyway, bring this way, or actually before we bring that way, we're gonna unpeg the arm, lift that up, rotate it around, and we can go ahead and pull these panels to cover the hand. Now, these panels can lift up, rotate, go into there. And this transformation is actually fun. The most fun masterpiece transformation I've experienced. Because everything just pretty much feels like it's doing it by itself. I mean, it's so simple. Put that like that. And this arm panel comes over, covers the hand. Now, let's make sure the legs are straight. Take these panels right here, separate them. Take these panels right here, leave them out like that. Lift these up for now to get out the way, sorta. As I put them in the way. Lift these up. This is even more simple than Combine the Words Ultra Magnus. Connect the legs together. They're on some pegs in between the knees and on the feet. Peg them together in both areas. Now slide these right here out to the side. I forgot about these wheels right here. Pull those out to the side. Now we can go ahead and shut these right there on both sides. Okay, the gun. These two little pegs right there fit onto these little blue parts of the arms. Put that in there, connect it on the other side, snap that together, snap that together because it came loose. Down here, I think I'm having a problem because I didn't switch these. I switched them back, and I probably should have done this like way ahead of time. Now, peg this into that part of what used to be the arms, and do the same thing on the other side. And now he is transformed into a car carrier, which looks very G1. There's some extra sticker detail right there. This is the stickers you couldn't see in robot mode, and some sticker right there, and the main sticker, because the bumper used to be red plastic, which I never really liked, but you have that right there. And I believe there's stickers on the headlights as well. But he is nice. Now if you want, I believe the G1 toy or the cartoon, I can't remember which one, the missiles were on the side. So that is an option right there. So he rolls, he turns like that far. Stay together, man. One thing you have to make sure, if you want the wheels to turn, these little side flaps of his hips have to be closed or you won't be able to turn it. The door is back here open. There's some more Reprolabel detail right there. And if you disconnect this, you can bring that down so cars can roll up on there. Let me demonstrate with Hound. You can roll up here. And you put them into place up here. Let's put that, plug it back in on both sides. I can't see the other side. Okay, now I brought out Hot Rod and Hound. Well, let me show you something, because pretty sure nobody's ever had them in their videos. But Hound can go into this point. What's happening is the windshield is bumping, so you would have to push that down in order for him to get up in here. Hot Rod, he can go in up into the pipes. The pipes stop him, so yeah. Hot Rod isn't compatible with this lower part, but of course, you can put him up here if you like. Or, if you want to fake it out, you can put him in here, like that. But I seriously doubt people will be transforming him doing this, but if you ever wanted to for pictures or whatever, it can go back this far, but then it starts like hitting on something. So let's try this direction. Yeah, there we go with that. Here we can see that Optimus and Ultra Magnus are pretty similar. Here they are from the front, and once again, very, very similar. Spike and Daniel are compatible with Optimus, but more importantly, they're compatible with Ultra Magnus. They're kind of a little bit difficult to get sitting in here. I guess I should put the arms down, but there is a little notch. Come on, dude. There is a little notch right there to get them grooved into. And once you get them grooved in, they pretty much don't move. I put Spike in the driver's seat, but it really, I guess technically wouldn't matter since Ultra Magnus is driving and not Daniel. But they're in there in a little seat. Let's let you see that right there. Here's a closer look of them inside. Here we can see that Ultra Magnus and Optimus Prime are pretty much the same length with the trailer on. And under here, if you push this button right here, you can slide Ultra Magnus straight on and off. And here's another Reprolabel right here. You can see Magnus's head under here, unfortunately. If you switch it around, it's just the back, or you could turn his head around like this, but it's just like pick your poison. Can't do it since he's already transformed. But there you go. That is very, very hollow and lightweight without him on there. The hitch looks like a regular hitch, so he can't actually hold this. In fact, he's like way lower than Optimus Prime. Same goes for Prime. I mean, you could lift this up on him, but it's kind of floaty back there. It's rolling on the back wheels. It's kind of connected, but not. Actually, it's not connected at all. This little white thing is actually just in between his feet. So there's that right there. They're not compatible. Here's a close-up on this detail just in case you care. So I think it's cool that Ultra Magnus has a solid vehicle mode that doesn't need to detach. And here he is next to Autobot car. And here's Hound, just because I had him out here earlier. They're a little bit too small, but Spike and Daniel are somewhat compatible with Hound, or I should say Willis. Fans Toys Willis. Ultra Magnus. He is definitely lacking in the posability, but he's one of the few robots that just looks so cool and has so many other good features going for him that I can give him a pass. I mean, he definitely has great shelf presence. And you just need him because he's Ultra Magnus. And he's the best that we have right now, officially. So, what you gonna do? The transformation is just lovely, especially when you're not transforming it on camera looking like an idiot. Hopefully I didn't look like an idiot. The vehicle mode is awesome, and it's cool that he can interact with Spike and Daniel right there. It's not to mention the other Autobot cars and whatnot. And he's almost 1-to-1 scale with Optimus Prime. That is definitely cool right there. So I can definitely suggest getting him. On Amazon, he has been like $160, $150 for a long time. I don't know if people even realize that. So definitely get out there and get this guy if you want him for the cheap. Don't pay $200 that, like, and I know this might destroy my chances of being a sponsor for them, or them sponsoring me, Big Bad Toy Store. Theirs is like freaking $200, especially with shipping. But anyway, I like them. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Watch one of the 2 videos that I put over there. Share, comment, subscribe. T-Man978, out of here.